Hey guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here today presenting Wheel of Games. Wow, Dave, what is Wheel of Games? Really important question, me. I'm glad I asked. Let me explain. I have hundreds of games in my Steam library. It's kind of the nature of what you do when you do one of these YouTube gaming channels. I tend to accumulate them en masse. As of today, as of this exact right second that I'm recording this, there are 120 games in my Steam library that Steam says I have never played. Ever. Not 1 minute. They've never gotten installed. They've never gotten downloaded. I haven't touched them at all. I've been able to find about another 30 in my library where I have played less than 15 minutes of the game, which says I fired it up, took a quick look at it, and said, not for today. So I thought it might be fun if over the next little while we played some of these in a completely random way, because if I sit down and have to pick some of these, it'll never get done. But if I'm told which ones I'm going to have to play from a random generator, I'll go ahead and do it. I like a little chaos in my life, if I'm honest about things. I know to many people it seems like I'm 2 steps away from being Adrian Monk, but regular viewers know I like a little bit of uncertainty and chaos and randomness as well. So I went over to the Wheel of Names website. Fantastic little website for a random generator. And I'm going to sit here for as long as it takes. Now, I can type fairly quickly, but not that quickly. As long as it takes for me to type in 158 games into the Wheel of Names. And when it's done, this is going to take a while. And when it's done, we spin the wheel, it lands on a game, I install the game, we do a one-off of it, check it off the list, and move on to the next one. What's the game gonna be? Who knows? That's the nature of chaos. That's the beauty of the Wheel of Games. Maybe it'll be some huge AAA title that everyone on the planet has played. Maybe it'll be some small indie game that flew under the radar. Maybe it'll be complete and utter garbage. We'll just never know until the wheel stops. Now, there will be 1 or 2 small qualifications to this little adventure that we're going on. Some of these games may not run. There's been a few games in the past where I fired them up in my PC. It says, oh dear lord, man, this thing is 25 years old. We are never ever playing this nonsense. Put this away and never ask us to do this again. We're going to have to cross that bridge when we come to it, and what we'll do is just pick another game. So if you're a regular viewer of the channel, first off, as always, thank you. And secondly, I hope this is going to freshen things up for you a little bit, keep you entertained, keep you on your toes, never quite know what we're going to play next on the Wheel of Games. If you are not a regular viewer of the channel, if you're just checking this out for the very first time, saying, my god, that sounds completely insane and absolutely ridiculous, but this gentleman has a lovely voice and I'd like to hear more of it, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. We've got 158 games to get through. I'm going to be here a while. So that's the plan. We're going to go one by one through all of these games in a completely random fashion until, well, I run out of games or we don't feel like doing it anymore. Kind of tradition on the channel, really. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of typing left to do. I'm only up to H. We'll see you soon for the very first spin of Wheel of Games. You know what, kids? I'm the camp counselor who's going to teach you the truth. All right? None of this mamby-pamby kumbaya nonsense. All right? We're learning the truth here. The truth is death and disappointment and theft. Basically, I did the theft. Everything else is on you. Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. So once again, the fish are on fire, and you're on fire. Isabella is in fact on fire. The YouTube Awards ceremony for the best YouTubers of the time. I think this may be a mild exaggeration. I look like I'm paralyzed with fear and or hunger up on stage there.